empaths and all the real ones. You leaving, the narcissists thought never. They thought never. They thought you're never gonna leave. This like, they misinterpret your kindness, your support, your empathy, your realness as this ticket to just someone who's gonna be enslaved to their agenda throughout their whole entire lives. And eventually you've all hit that place. You've door slammed them. Like, you've gone your own way. And it's when I'm talking about leaving, you know, they didn't see this coming. This covers anyone who's just basically stopped going on the same path as the narcissist. Just anyone who's stopped going on that path. They've chosen to go their own way. They've door slammed, bolted and welded it shut, and they've gone their own way. And that's what I'm saying. You may have been someone who was discarded or, you know, abandoned or ghosted, and you was trying to reconcile, then you just went your own way. This is the same thing, right? No narcissist expects you to go your own way. Doesn't matter what they've done to you, right? Hear me out now. It doesn't matter what they've done to you. It doesn't matter if they've hurt your feelings. It doesn't matter if they've devalued you, they've caused you grief, they've cheated on you, stole from you. It doesn't just have to be romantic relationships. Okay, it can be business partners, all sorts, right? Family. They think they can do these things, and you are going to stay enslaved to them. But you did for some time. You stayed with the agenda. You stayed with the motive. It's what you do. It's what the empath, the real one, the chosen one does. Because they don't realize the severity of the situation. Not too soon. They don't realize that this is not normal. Alright? So this is very much a teaching process for you. And as much as it is a teaching process for you, they learn a hell of a lesson. Not to correct themselves, but they learn a hell of a lesson losing you see. But like, that knocks them down. That brings them down. You're never meant to go nowhere. You're never meant to go nowhere. Like, they think, let's use the romantic examples, right? Romantic relationship examples, right? Husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. They think that they can go around, go with numerous people, even do it behind your back, and then they think that you're going to stay. Because they misinterpret your kindness. You even underestimate your kindness. You see? Sometimes, you know, you get haunted by the wrongs that you've done. And that shows your authenticity. And that's lessons for you in life. And I don't mean towards the narcissist. You could have done it to kind people, especially when you're in a bad way, or you were going through trauma and you were going through these things. You might have lashed out at someone, you might have shouted at someone, you might have been rude to someone, you might have done these things. These things weigh heavily on your mind, all right? These things weigh heavily on your mind. And that shows that you are real, that you are authentic, that you are, you see, this is why I say you're not perfect, okay? But you haven't done the types of behavior and slimy shit, this sly, devious stuff that narcissists do. You haven't done that. You didn't do that to them. Okay? And probably some hurtful things you've said to someone, maybe at work, or you said in your family or something like that. You probably didn't even say this stuff to them. And you're thinking, like, how? You know, but you chose that time to go your own way. And you should be very proud. All right, this is the sacred exit. Okay, none of you get drawn back in. Like, you've chosen to go this way. It's good. It's really, really good. All right, it's really, really, really good that you've gone your own way. So, like, it does take a little time for them to kind of realize, like, you ain't coming back. You ain't gonna try again. You're not interested. You've outgrown them. That does hit them. That hits them hard. They realize this. It's not only narcissists, you see. Like, it's these toxic individuals. All right, toxic individuals will behave the same way, whatever kind of creation they are, whatever kind of creature they are, whatever they are. Yeah, They behave the same way. They expect you to stay around and be dependent upon them. You see, all of these creatures don't feel that great about themselves, really, because they're living this hidden life constantly throughout everywhere they go. They're deceiving everyone. So when you kind of go in your own direction and you're no longer invested in them, that really like brings them down. You see, like a narcissist believes that they're allowed to cheat. A narcissist believes they're allowed in a romantic relationship. They're allowed to cheat. You know, friends can steal from you. You know, you may loan them money and they'll steal from you, right? You know, that's happened to me. You know, you get calls from these people, then you loan someone money, you give someone money, and then they don't pay you back. This is like this sort of behavior, okay? But yeah, like honestly, just be proud of going your own way and taking a sacred exit. None of these people expected you to do that. None of these people expected you they expected you to tolerate this abuse and put up with this abuse and stay devoted and stay subservient and stay, you know, enmeshed in their life. And it's a huge loss. It's a huge void, you know, no longer being there. And that's when they really recognize. That's when they really, really recognize. You know, it's devastating for them. You've gone through that door. You've bolted it. You're not coming back. Some of you have changed your number. Some of you moved country. Some of you moved location, town, city. Some of you, you know, you're gone. You know, this is hard for them. They stay the same. All right. I'm telling you, those of you that have been through that, I don't know if you want to share it. Like they stay the same level. Okay. These narcissists stay at the same level and they don't elevate and grow. And you really, the sacred exit is something that is so profound that it really is this divine path, I believe, you know. And I touch on this more on the spiritual channel about, you know, divine callings and things like that. You'll see that this is something that you wake up to. So many people have took spiritual awakenings from encountering evil or the negative forces or whatever you want to call them, right? These narcissists and toxic individuals. So many people have had like revelations or, you know, spiritual awakening. So that's why I dig a bit deeper into that sort of stuff on the spiritual channel. So thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate your support. Please book a session if you'd like to. You can also request a custom video. All video requests are processed in 24 hours. Sorry, I forgot to say I'm available 24 hours across all time zones as well for the sessions. You're welcome to donate or support to the channel if you'd like to. My podcast is now on Spotify. Like I said, check out the spiritual channel for more content. I'm posting there daily. All links you need are in the description box below. And I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.